Well, that's nice. At least there's enough room. Good job, jackass. Anyhow, welcome back, everyone. How you doing today? Apparently, I get to look at 2 of these. That one's even still running. Somebody decided that they didn't want to park properly. Whatever, I guess. As long as they leave room for me to spawn mine in. My nice, pristine looking Lightning. Hi there. How you doing? If you haven't, or if you can't tell, this is the ship we're looking at this week. We're looking at the Anvil F8c Lightning. This ship is amazeballs. I normally fly this ship on a slightly different loadout. I've been using pretty much all energy lasers on this build, but for the sake of the video, and I did actually already try using it mostly in its native or original loadout. It is switched back to its original loadout currently, minus one thing. That's the quantum drive. I'm not worried about showing off the ship's quantum drive in its most accurate state. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right away. Replace this thing's quantum drive. Do it. This is one of the only ships, like one of, I think, 2 ships that are capable of running a VK00 efficiently. Because it has a size 2 quantum tank, but a size 1 quantum drive. So you can use that nice hyperspeed quantum drive with this ship. God damn it. Stupid valet drivers, man. But you can use the nice fast quantum drive in this ship and it won't like just run out of gas immediately. I need to quit going back over there. I keep that dang ship back there, man. I love it. The randomness of this game. Anyhow, let's go look at the back of it. Yeah, look at the back of the ship. We'll just ignore that. Okay, we're done looking at the ship. I just realized I had nothing else to say. Okay, let's go ahead and get in this thing and fly it. Oh, but first, since we've been talking so much about the loadout, let's take a look at the Urkel. Go ahead and over here to the weapons to start out. We got a bunch of them to look at. This is the main feature of the ship, is the 8 guns. And if you get that glitch where you get 10. But 8 guns, it's supposed to be. We have 2 gimbals that are locked to the ship. I kind of suggest you fly without using the gimbals active anyway. But yeah, you got these gimbals that are on Badgers, size 2 laser repeaters. We have a couple of size 3 mounts with tarantulas on them, ballistic cannons, and a couple of size 2 mounts with also tarantulas, ballistic cannons. And this is where most of your DPS is going to come from initially if you keep your ship like this, although a lot of people are opting to switch over to laser cannons. A lot of people are actually running this ship full laser cannon. Some people are running, like the way I like to run it, I run it half and half. I run half laser repeaters and half laser cannons. The footage you're going to see later on in this is of the base loadout, but that's just because I wanted to show off how it looks how it operates when it's in its base loadout, which is just fine, honestly. This works. And also on the F8 turret, which is basically like this thing's arrow turret kind of. It's got a couple more Badgers. I have run this thing as a giant arrow before. It's funny. It's kind of funny. You shut things down, they just stop operating. You'll run out of ammo before you kill anyone, but like you'll never stop shutting things down. So as long as there's gravity, you'll win. Moving on. Size 1 Expedition. It's what comes with. This thing is slower than molasses. It's 148,972 kilometers per second. You don't want to use this. The ship has, and for the size quantum drive, it has a humongous quantum fuel tank at 2,500. So you want to switch this out to something a little bit more like this, the VK00. Yeah, buddy. 283,046 kilometers per second. This ship is one of the few ships that is capable of running the military grade and being able to go a little bit further still. You can get anywhere in Stanton on the VK00 military grade A quantum drive in a Lightning. Most other ships that have size 1 quantum drives do not have a size 2 quantum tank, so when you put a VK00 in those, it turns into a little puddle jumper. You don't want that, but this ship can go anywhere with it, so do it. We do have a few missiles. Starts out with 8 Ignite 2s. These are kind of situated right on top of the ship, to each side of the cockpit and back a little bit, and it's pretty good position for firing from, honestly. And being the ignites, these are the higher damaging ones that you would have access to. Although, if you wanted to, you could slap some bullet 2s on it to get a little more extra DPS out of it. Bullet 2 being the Vandal option. You'll have to get those at like one of the many Lagrange points that they're available at. And the way you would switch out missiles in this ship is obviously, well, not obviously, but you would have to dump out all of your missiles, as in use them all, shoot them all off, land, do not rearm, just wait to do all the refueling and rearming till when you come back to your ship. Go get the missiles at the store, equip them onto the ship, because at that point you will be able to equip them on since you'll be empty, and then you can go ahead and go back to your ship and do all the refueling and rearming and all that stuff and take off and fly, and you'll have the new missiles on there. Moving on to the shields, we have 2 size 2 shoots. I don't know if I'm saying that right at all. I am pretty sure I just said it wrong a bunch of different times too. Anyhow, it's got those. Stealth grade B, 9,900 hit points each. This is not supposed to be a bubble, but it currently is a bubble. It will more than likely be getting fixed. I don't want to say nerfed, I want to say fixed. It's going to get fixed to being what it's supposed to be, which is a size 2 shield that has front and rear facing. And so instead of being 19,800 hit point bubble, it's going to be 9,900 on the front and 9,900 on the back. In which case you'll want to upgrade the shields. At the moment though, you can leave them alone and you probably won't have to worry much. On the power plant, we have a size 2 Maelstrom. We're using 4,331 power per second of the 9,375 power per second that it produces. So that's about half. We're using about half. That's not bad. We have room to grow a little. And most people who have flown this ship already can attest to, you can absolutely get away with upgrading everything in this ship and still fly it. I don't think you need to worry about upgrading the power plant ever. Military grade C does just plenty fine. And we got a couple of stupid little polar military grade B coolers. The F8c Lightning is a heavy fighter. Career of combat, obviously being a fighter. Size 2 ship, a cruise size of U. The body has 10,000 hit points, the nose has 10,000 hit points, giving a total of somehow 46,370 hit points. Math is good. We got those dimensions and that mass, and the SCM speed is 212 meters per second. The max speed is 1337 meters per second. I only got it up to 1336, but 1337, that's close enough. It's not bad with the pitch, yaw, and roll. It's a little bit sluggish compared to some of the really small light fighters, but it's not a light fighter, it's a heavy fighter, so get over it. This thing actually will keep up with the Scorpius pretty nicely. And if the Scorpius doesn't have a friend, you're gonna win. Hydrogen tank is about 372,000, and the quantum fuel capacity, as I mentioned earlier, is 2,500, which is plenty fuel to get anywhere you need to go with a really good quantum drive, so make sure you upgrade that quantum drive. Now, unfortunately, the only way to get the ship right now is to get your hands on a golden ticket, or, well, one of the various tickets that you might find in the universe. This is only going to run for a little bit, probably going to run out of time before you even get to watch this video, so I don't know why I'm even mentioning it, but just in case, find the ticket, fly the ship for a little bit. You know, you go to the rental kiosk, you want to hold the ticket in your hand, not on your body, but in your hand. while you're on the kiosk, and then it'll like tell you that it's unlocked, and that's all you gotta do. You don't even have to go and find it in the list. You just get off of the kiosk and go back to the ASOP terminal, and you can use the ship for 24 hours. Now, once you've done this, you are able to go onto the store on the website, and then, well, actually you want to answer the email that you get, because you're going to get an email, and there's a link in the email. Click on the email or click on the link, and then you will be taken to an option to either buy the War Bond version, which I think was like 270 bucks, 280 bucks, it was something like that, I can't remember. And then there's also the full outright buy it version, which you can, like, if you want to buy it with credit, that's the one you're going to be looking at. It's the $300 one. And that is the entire DPS calculator, or referral, if you will, and all the information that I could possibly muster up and think of. I don't know if there's anything else to really go on. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright. Enter pilot seat. Alright, let's get her started up.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Man, I really should have did this in PTU. The sounds are so much better in PTU. But I don't have the ship in PTU, so womp womp. I would have to go through some processes, blah blah blah. I'm not doing. Let's just go ahead and get the door open.
You are clear to launch.
Not exactly clear to launch yet. I'll be clear to launch when that door finishes opening. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's take a look at this little animation here. It's a little one. It's not a big one. It's a little one. See? See? Feet down. And then, you know, wing bits out. Feet go up. And wing bits come back to being how they're supposed to. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and find me a nice little juicy target, and once I get to that target, I'm going to eliminate said target. We're gonna go for something fun, not just going for like what this thing is capable of, because this thing can do ERTs, but the thing about it is doing ERTs in this ship, it takes a while sometimes, especially considering a lot of the targets are gonna be like redeemers or 890 jumps, and I just don't want to bore you guys with like non-stop shooting at something that just can't really hit me back. It is the truth though, this ship can do ERTs fairly easily. It'll fly circles around the enemy while you're able to just like lay into them constantly. It's also part of the reason why it's a good idea to switch out from the from the ballistics to the energy, so you never run out of guns and end up on half your guns. That being said, ballistics do tend to do a little more damage to the hull if you've managed to drop the shields first, and they have a little bit more bleed through than the lasers. But anyhow, we're gonna do VHRT. That's what we're gonna do. VHRT for Dylan Singh, Mercenary, Call to Arms. Accept. Now, if you find yourself in a situation where you have to reclaim this ship, it's about 16 minutes for the full reclaim time. You get it down to, I think it's 5 minutes, 8 seconds, and it costs you about 5,910 AUEC to expedite. Or if you're like weirdly impatient about expediting and you just pay for it right out, it's about 8 grand in AUEC for the expedite. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Just be patient. Spend less. Or be even more patient and just do it for free, because the reclaim doesn't have to cost you AUEC. Alright, we are probably plenty high enough in the air. Let's go to Daymar. Hopefully they're on the daytime side. And a Starfarer. Interesting. Go a little faster. We don't have to worry about like hitting ourselves with missiles anymore like we used to. Oh, we got another target. What are you? You are a constellation Aquila. Scanner ship. We'll give you a couple missiles too. Okay, that was a just complete atrocious miss. Let's try that again. Yeah. Pew pew pew. We're going to take advantage of having a lot of shields for now. Even though this ship is probably going to get a shield nerf here in the future. It would just make too much sense for it to get one. It shouldn't have the shields that it does. Oh, let's get power to weapons again. Whoop. Now I'm going to try to get some shield facings down real quick before I go in with the ballistics. Just for efficiency purposes. Of course, it would appear that I'm only getting one shield facing to go down, even though I'm shooting others.
Forward proximity alert. Shields hit.
Here we go.
Forward proximity alert. Check fire.
I'm not checking shit. That's one of my targets.
Check fire.
That's a bad guy. And now he's done. You're kind of annoying me. Let's just go ahead and take care of you. With your Starfare. With your giant gas tank. Oh, you should be a good explosion. Wonder what these look like when they go boom. It better be something good, man. Come on, CIG. Swear. I mean, it's a big giant fuel tank.
Shields hit.
You'd think it'd have some kind of awesomeness going on with the explosion. I start hitting it with the guns on the side that has the shield still. Because I'm smart. Let's get in there a little bit.
Forward proximity alert. Forward proximity alert. Target destroyed.
There we go. Alright, I took a lot of hits there. Let's get the shields back up for a second. Wait, is that same constellation? You're still alive? It's alarming. I killed you.
Forward proximity alert. Target destroyed.
Okay, it must not have been falling or something. Nope. Nope, that's his targeting again. Okay. What about you? Hi there, Carrick. You get to see an example of those canards falling off there. Something they do tend to do. They get hit because this ship has shield holes all over it. And those canards kind of stick out a little bit too. So that doesn't help anything. And as you can see, if you're running both repeaters and cannons, one of your pips is going to be dedicated to one, and you're not going to have a real targeting pip for the other one. Like my repeaters right now, I can't tell where they're actually hitting without like shooting them, because my current pip is set to cannons, which is fine, because those ones I kind of need to know a little more where they're going to be landing.
Shields hit. Ballistics low.
And it's for the reason that's coming up here in a second.
Ballistics dry.
My ballistics are dry. We're not giving up though. We are never gonna give up. We do not do such things here. We continue fighting until it is done. You know, I would really like to have one of those. It'd be really nice to have for racing. Get me a nice little Karak. Just laying on the rocks there. There we go. Same thing with you, huh? Just laying on the rocks, being all lazy. I got an idea for getting rid of you, for cleaning you up. Hopefully, this works out the way I want it to. It's not gonna do it if that keeps on inching though. Okay. Go now. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and come back for more. Somebody clean this mess up. Get a vulture out here.